Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the Mark and Will Show. I am Will. Y'all know me, handling business. And I'm going to tell you definitely know who I'm with. I don't know why he got B cars. He need to go on and put that. It's 502, the mayor, point blank. How you doing, B cars? What's going on in the building today?
How you doing, man? How you doing?
Hey,
Still
man.
at the bed cave, so I'm doing swell.
Right. Hey, I'm not in the bat cave or nothing like that. I'm back at the crib, but everything is good, man. Did you enjoy your holiday or your weekend, extended weekend, if you had one?
Still there, and I'm still on the extended. I'm gonna come back. I'll probably be back Thursday for this little coaching stuff. But other than that, I'm gonna try to get right back as soon as I get done. I'm trying to get right back out.
Oh, that means we probably gonna have to hook up before your extended stay is on. We probably gonna hook up, bro. We probably got to get it in. Probably got to get it in, man. Big time. Yeah, man. I'm gonna tell you what. Fourth throughout the weekend, like I said, I did an extra day before, and I did an extra day after. It's been lovely. I've been able to get some things accomplished. Able to go ahead and get the Wi-Fi fixed, all that kind of stuff, everything. I'm so happy with that. This is a great, like I said, time spent with family and friends and my cousin, my big cousin, Andrew. He was, what I'm saying, in town, for not a good reason, what I'm saying. Rest in peace, his brother-in-law. We'll be able to touch base. He also been on the show many times. Y'all probably seen him, Dre, on here, and he also would be on in the fall. He's a Birds fan, so he'll definitely be a part of the show for the NFL and all that kind of things like that. So everything's been cool. Today, I decided I want to go ahead and sweat my brain off doing pool work, putting the pools together, and I rode past a lot of people putting on roofs and stuff like that, cutting trees. Hey, this right here, you haven't heard this in a long time, but this is for all you people out there. I understand you gotta get your grind on, but ain't nobody trying to get no heart attack or heat stroke. But I'm gonna tell you what you should be doing.
Stop it.
Stop it, man. Stop it, man. It's too hot for that,
Yeah.
bro. It's too hot for all that, man. You got to slow it down. I understand you trying to make them do rate me, but goodness gracious, they made me sweat as I'm driving past them. Cause I know it's hot, bro. My car was like in fuego. It was so, bro, the max didn't even work as quick as it should. You know what I'm saying? Like it's an extra 5 minutes on max type stuff, bro. It's like, dude, this is ridiculous. So, hey, I understand that. I just hope everybody had a good fourth. Stay cool, hydrate, like B Cars is doing. You got the
Uh,
what you sipping on, little
I'm
bro? What
drinking
you got?
straight water, man. I'm drinking my
Yeah,
water.
I'm saying, yeah, hydrate. Yes, sir. Right, sir. And you see what he got behind him? Back deck, back deck. Hey, we got something special coming up with back deck. I'm just saying. Just saying. Big time. So look, check this out. We got a special guest that's coming on tonight, a little later on in the show. Brooke Gray, the champion, the state champion, Ballard Bruins softball team.
Uh, if I'm
15.
not mis- if I'm not mistaken, she's history. She's making history tonight.
Oh, she's
The
here.
first current Ballard student that's on the show. If I'm not mistaken.
Current, yes. Cause
Oh yeah,
we don't had your old dogs on here.
yeah.
Yeah.
BHS, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Hey, ain't nothing like when you say you got a state champion coming on the show, and who's actually, I think she's still doing travel ball. Maybe she's back home. I think she's back home. She's been doing travel ball, but she's back. So she'll be joining us a little later in the show. Love it. That's what we do on her. We want to get a platform for every player in the state of Kentucky in the 502. Go ahead and let us know. Let us get to know you. Get your story out there. Big time, man. I can't wait for that, man. And she was also our player, probably our first softball player of the week or something like that. And couldn't
Okay.
go on with that because what's that, 39-0?
Third.
Come on, man. Quit all that stuff. Quit all that stuff. That's what it's about. All right, look. Y'all know how we do. You know where to find us. If you don't, come on now. Quit playing with us at Mark and Will Show all across the platforms. Websites Thunder, www.markandwillshow.com. Big time. I'm going to have Brandon on there going to post a blog. Let him go ahead and do that. Do what he got to do. Brendan's thoughts, the mayor's, but he's got to put the mayor's thoughts of Mr. 502 thoughts. Can't be no recons, can't be none of that stuff. It's got to be the real deal, point blank, without a doubt. Also, I wanted to say, was playing cards, doing all kinds of stuff. Was playing cards with a PRP legend. Y'all know him, Mark Woods, my cousin, and stuff like that. PRP has their second year annual Hall of Fame that they announced, so they're going to be doing that, taking care of business. I'm the leading assist guy can't get in that Hall of Fame.
Hey,
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm
I
sure.
don't think
I'm sure I'm gonna have Kelly in there on there again, so that's all good.
I'm gonna hold my thoughts on. I'm not gonna say what I need to say. I'm trying to
Right,
get
right.
be.
No, 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 no. Because I already
I'm
know.
trying to be. I'm working on my niceness. That's what I'm
Okay,
working on my niceness.
got you, got you. I just know there's a lot of politics and different stuff and things like that. I don't know. I mean, I'm just surprised that it was their second year. Not everybody had Hall of Fames. I did not know that. I thought almost pretty much everybody did, but not yet. But hey, find us on these social media. Check it out, big time. Hey, this Friday, FNC building 8 p.m. Make sure you check that out. Um, it's gonna be this great because it's topics. It's plenty of topics big time. So uh, make sure you check it out, and we're gonna be rocking and rolling. So
I want in on this one.
yeah. You gonna get in on that one. You good? You good? So
I want in.
I'll go ahead and
I
see
can let my hair. I
topics.
think I can let my hair down on that Friday. And I can be more myself. I can be
Yeah.
more me.
Now you Gucci. You got it. We got it. It's all good. We'll go. I'll go ahead and give you the topics. And probably I'm not even gonna front. The topics probably won't come out the Friday, bro. I got
That's fine.
I
I'm
got
ready.
I got these interviews coming up, so I got to go ahead and take care of this business. But you man, you always welcome to come on that and shoot it. You know what I'm saying with Shan D, um, Bump, Mark, Sierra, myself, all that kind of stuff like that. So we get it going. We definitely get it going like that, for real. So we'll handle that business. Trying to see. All right, so check it out. That's a banger always. I also want to talk about this, the gaming show. Now, I've been I haven't been on there, you know what I'm saying? But I will be on there. I got my stuff. I'm ready to go ahead and hook things up, take care of business. Uh, Mark, he plays a lot of that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? Fortnite and all that good stuff. I'm not even going to front. I'm playing all sports. Mark Will Show, sports. So if you got that Xbox and all that kind of stuff, I'm gonna hand out my stuff for you to go ahead and rock and roll, and we're gonna have games and we're going at it. We're gonna have tournaments, basketball, baseball, football, all that kind of stuff. But I'm not doing all that other stuff. I'm sorry, that's not me. I'm not gonna do all that. And there's some great games, but
You know. You know what though? I think I'm gonna get. I'm waiting to college football. Cause once college football come out, I might go ahead and give me a system. But until then, I'm good.
Right. No, you Gucci. I'm like, look, I need to go and hop on. That's my thing. I had to go ahead and hop on, and so you know what I'm saying. My name's on here. I need to be a part of this. I'm gonna rock and roll, take care of business, like always, bro. I'm not, you know me. Got to always. So definitely check all that out. That's gonna be a banger. So like I said, had a little bit of fiber optic problem, so I couldn't get things set up like I thought it was gonna get set up on my off days. But that's okay. Let's get some sports going on before we have our famous guest on. I mean, look, we're not gonna even front that. We get famous guests without a doubt. So I'm gonna hit you with some baseball. We had some 4th of July baseball games. You had the Braves beat the Cardinals 6-3. That's what I'm talking about. Braves, get in there. Marlins beat the Nationals 3-2. Orioles beat the Rangers 7-6. Tigers 4, Guardians 1. Red Sox 4, Rays 0. Brewers 5, Cubs 2. Astros 7, Royals 6. Diamondbacks 8, Giants 3. Mets with a 7-4 win over the Reds. Come on, Reds, you have one job to do, and you could not do that. You know I want the Mets to lose. I'm a Braves fan. Um, let's see. Let me get back into it. It got me so excited, Brent. I mean, I just had to throw that out, and it had me touching everything. Everything went haywire.
Hey, you know what though, Will? I think the Reds just need to do an open casting call. For real. I think they just find some youngsters that can play baseball and field the team.
Right. Maybe because like, you got the Louisville Bets lovely hat on. That's rocking. I love the colors, all that kind of stuff. My thing is maybe it's the scouts. Maybe they ain't getting the right youth in there. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know.
I went to a game. What was it last week?
Right.
And the little dude pushing. He worked there, whatever. He said, "Man, I think I'm gonna just go under the divide. I can find some cats that can play baseball that can beat this team." I'm like,
That's not good.
I guess that's where it starts because to me, if your minor league team is struggling, does that mean your big team is gonna struggle?
Nah, not necessarily, brother. Not necessarily because it's just so much depth. Because some of them cats, they could be like double A or single A, and really they only there just because they want a little experience. They may be better than the 3A players. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff like that. And that it's a lot to it. Then the trades, and coaching, all that stuff, bro. I mean, the play in the league, you got to be good, man. I mean, you got to look. They're the only league that has like single A, double A, triple A, then the major. So it's like that's a lot of people in an organization that has an opportunity to be better than you. You know what I'm saying?
So
Like that's hard as hell. Like
so
that's
can you be a can you be a professional AAA player?
all them professionals. Yeah, yeah.
I'm just saying because I
Well, well, the thing is, bro, it's like you have some people who maybe sound right, got a big money deal,
okay.
and they got sent down from the show to AAA, or a baseball, high school player, or a college player that you sign big money that's getting stuck there, can't not good enough because it's a gamble. You don't know who's good and who's. I mean, you think but somebody can get in there and all of a sudden, man, everything just freezes up on them, pretty much. So. All right, let me get back to this real quick. Great questions, though, Brandon. Mariners 8, Padres 2, Tigers 5, Guardians 3, Twins 6, White Sox 3, 5-1, the A's beat the Blue Jays, 5-3, the Dodgers beat the Rockies. Tuesday, July the 5th, today, you have the Braves with a 5-1 lead over the Cardinals. You have the Marlins with a 2-0 lead over the Angels. 0-0 Reds and Mets. 1-0 Pirates over the Yankees. Orioles 4, Rangers 0. Philly with a 4-0 lead over the Nationals. Tigers with a 4-1 lead over the Guardians. 3-3 the Red Sox and the Rays. 0-0 Cubs and Brewers. 0-0 Astros and Royals. 0-0 Twins and White Sox. I mean, a lot of these games just got started. 6-2 win for the Mariners over the Padres. Tonight you have the Diamondbacks versus the Giants. You have the Blue Jays versus the Diamondbacks. Blue Jays versus the A's. You got the Rockies versus the Dodgers tonight. And real quick, when we go through the standings, you have the Yankees with a 13 in the American League East. Yankees with a 13 game lead over the Red Sox. And you thinking, man, Red Sox is no. Red Sox is 45-35. They would be in first place in a lot of other divisions. That just let you know how hot the Yankees are. Central, you got the Twins with a 3.5 game lead over the Guardians. You got the Astros with a 13 lead over the Mariners. That's a little bit different. They 41-42, the Mariners. In the National League East, you got the Braves that's trailing the Mets only 3.5 games. Love it. Central, you got the Brewers with a 3-game lead over the Cardinals. That's going to go back and forth all year long. Dodgers has extended their lead. They have a 5-game lead over the Padres. Bang! Man. So let me ask you this real quick, Brandon. I know you've been before. We talked about it. But, I have also, too. I just want to ask you, how do you like the atmosphere, especially for, like, a family atmosphere with the Louisville Bets game?
I honestly think it's dope because you can have your adult beverage and let your kid go play in the playground.
Let's that
I,
right.
I'm just saying. But
No, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I think they need to do better advertising though for the game. Like I think because there don't be a lot of people there. Like I think the most people I've ever seen at a Riverbeds game is the year Dion played, 2001.
Woo! Yeah, it was fat. That was fat.
So ever since then, it's just been a typical crowd. I think they need to do more. That they got the Dollar Bird and Irish. I think they just need to hit the community more.
I think I think you onto something, and the reason why I say I think you onto something is because maybe so I think a lot of people may be just like me. Like I don't listen to a lot of the radio. I stream a lot of stuff, from TV shows to the Mark and Will show to whatever. I stream a lot of stuff. Like when my Wi-Fi, the fiber stuff was out, I went like a whole week not watching TV, like that type of stuff. Could I got on my tablet and went ahead and do that with the data and all that kind of stuff? Yeah, but I like to see certain things on TV. But the only reason why I'm saying this is like maybe social media they need to hit that really hard and do some advertisement with that because I don't see a lot of advertisement. And maybe this is for the people who's watching right now. If y'all see some advertisements from the Bets game and stuff like that, let us know. I mean, maybe it's on the regular radio, but I don't see it like
They
that.
need,
D,
they need to go 1990 Louisville football player when the Louisville was playing at Cardinal Stadium, the old turf field, and just get tickets when you get a pull up. Just give
right.
tickets when you fill up your car, you get free tickets.
What's up, Shan? Nah, you absolutely right. What's up, Cuzzo? Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Hey, so funny.
Like,
So you also, when you got that, the fill up and different stuff like that, got the season tickets. You also got all that kind of stuff. Oh yeah. So you got to do something to get people out. Because I'm like you. I've been and I've seen like, oh, that's not a lot of people there, but also when you got gas $1,000, maybe that have a lot to do with it too.
but I'm saying Dollar Bird night it should be crowded to me.
Hey, I'm with you. Hey, I'm with you. I can't, what I'm saying? I can't say I'm not. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. All right, so let's go and get into the NBA real quick if I can find some stuff right here.
You know what we need to do real quick though, Will?
Go
We
ahead.
need to reach out to him and see if you can do a Mark and Will night.
I would love it. I would love to sit on that back deck back there with that nice adult beverage section and do a show or do some shows or interview people, whatever. I would love to do that. That'd be fun. I mean, I love the games, like you know what I'm saying, the atmosphere, thing like that. But I'm with you. I think it needs to get some more people out there. That's a good family thing, and if that means cutting prices down for people, then you need to do that. I'm sorry. I mean, you know where we at. You know what's going on. You're coming off of COVID. You're coming off all kinds of recession stuff like that. So prices, inflation, and like big time, it's ridiculous. So yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, NBA, the rent destination. All right, bro, where you think he going at, man?
I think he's just gonna wait and let everything play out. He might mess around and stay.
You're not the only person I heard say that, man. That they think that pretty much you're gonna stay. I don't know. And the only reason I'm saying that because like if Kyrie, like he's not gonna stay if he's the only dude. I'm sorry, he's definitely not. You know, can't see that. Can't see that. The problem is this: the Nets want a All-Star player, and they want a slew full of draft picks. A lot of these teams who claim that they are interested, they ain't got that asset. A lot of weak teams do, but he ain't going there. He's not gonna report. He's got enough money to be like, dude, I'll sit out. I'm not going nowhere. Buy my contract out so I can be a free agent for real. So I think it's a lot of stuff, and I've heard a lot of things also about he just want to go. You know what? He don't got his two championships. Some people are not Batman. We know that. Some people need to be Robin. Uh, and it's at the point that he's pretty much probably like, man, I'm just gonna be leaving championships.
Well, he's going back to Golden State then.
Well, you know what? That was a nice a nice segue to that part because they were saying that I know Mark posted it on our Facebook that they was talking about giving up Poole, Kamanji, and two other Wiggins and another player for Durant. And I'm thinking, but when you got the problem is when you got that much firepower already, you can make that decision if you're trying to win like two championships like back like let's go get it. Let's go get at least two out of the next three after this championship. Then you can make moves
Yep.
like that. And don't care because you're like, hey, I can give up that. I'm good because my whole thing's been a championship. And all of a sudden you look up, you done had six championships in the Golden State that basically last time they had one was in the 70s type, you know what I'm saying, before this move. So, hey, would it surprise me? Now, NBA, nothing shocks me in the NBA no more.
Jordan Poole will get his money.
He gonna get his money.
That's what I'm
Wiggins
saying.
too. Wiggins gonna get his too.
Well, trade him. If you think you can get Durant for them two, trade him.
I'm
Them
surprised.
two and draft picks.
I'm surprised I ain't heard anything out of the Suns because he was talking about the Suns. I guess Suns don't. I mean, if you ain't trying to sign Aiton, wouldn't you give up Aiton and Johnson and whoever else? You know what I'm saying? Like, wouldn't you just say, hey, I don't want to sign this big guy anyway, so y'all can take him and a star. I mean, take him and another star, six man of the year type dude, and draft picks.
But did Devin Booker go in there and tell him he don't want him? Because
Man,
you got to think
they,
if
they,
Durant comes, it's no longer Devin Booker's team.
well, they said Devin Booker loves him. Is
Yeah, he loves him now, but until he ain't got the ball.
But yeah, hell, you couldn't do it by yourself already. So, I mean, because Chris Paul's always hurt. So it's your team. And you ain't, I'm sorry, good to great player type stuff. But, like I said, man, we seen it already before. These stars can't win it by themselves. I'm sorry. They can't. When people say, well, that year LeBron won into Cleveland, Kyrie went off. He went off and won two of them games himself. So it's like, you got to have some help, man. I mean, that's it. Otherwise, man, everybody be having championships. And not everybody does. So that'll be interesting as that unfolds, and we'll see what's going on with that. Another biggie that happened was the Jazz All-Star center Goldberg traded to the T-Wolves. Well, we knew that apparently that stuff that was going on with Donovan Mitchell and Gobert was really true. That they was tired of playing with each other. Gobert thought he was bigger than life. Um, he was on equal playing foot because his accolades said that he is. He's an all-star. He's two-time defensive player of the year, things like that. And basically they had to choose, and they chose. And a lot of people saying that they not finished, that they might still trade Donovan or whatever. Um, if you do that, then that's going to the y'all. I mean, if you get rid of Donovan Mitchell and if you get rid of Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, come on, man. Come on.
But they got rid of the coach. The coach is gone, so if it ain't the coach that Donovan Mitchell wants, you might as well go ahead and let him go.
Well, the thing about it is that it's just so many big stars that's going. A lot of teams that got them assets because you talk about if you're the Jazz, like okay, Rudy Gobert, T Wolves traded 4 players and four future first round picks, right? What you getting for Donovan Mitchell?
Tyler Hero, Kyle Lowry, Duncan Robinson, um, some draft picks.
All that good stuff.
But I think Rudy going to the Timberwolves hurt the Timberwolves.
I do too because they
You don't
lost
space the
asset.
floor.
I do too. I do too. I do
You
too.
don't space the floor. And then
Now,
I'm gonna play you going small ball.
right.
We just gonna go small ball.
You can't even do that because Towns, even though we know Towns like to shoot threes and stuff, but like you said, it takes away from movement. It takes away from Towns. It takes away from the youngster. You know what I'm saying? All them that attacks the rim. What he gonna do? Sit out on 3-point? Come on, bro. You can't do that. And I'm like, I'm with you. I think the Timberwolves lost that one. I didn't think he was. Now I'm gonna tell you who the teams who probably should have went ahead and got him. Boston. Go on, just they go ahead and get that big dude. And I understand they go to the hole, but they shoot a lot of threes. So you can go ahead and get that dude, and defend and block and throw him alley oops and all that kind of stuff. But when you already got a big who shoots three but should be going inside, I don't know about that, bro. I don't know. I don't know. And we'll see. We'll see what's going on with that one. Also, real quick before we have our special guest on here, All Stars point guard Garland gets max rookie extension, which that was a no brainer. You got to keep all the talent you can keep in Cleveland.
Easy. And you in the East. Now you just gotta go get some help.
Right. Zion gets rookie extension. May make 231 million on his extension, and this guy ain't played in a year and a half, pretty much, or a year. You can't let him go out. I mean, you can't because he has that. If he's healthy, he's a beast. But if he's continuing to have
I,
knee problems, that's an issue.
I wonder if they put a weight contract. I wonder if they put that weight clause in his contract. You
Rob,
gotta stay under this.
that's a must. That's a must. I hate to say that. That's a must. You're gonna have to do that. It is what it is. I mean, I hate people's feelings get hurt, but it is what it is.
Larry Johnson 2.0.
Woo, woo, woo.
Hey.
And about, what's so crazy? That Vegas team, well, that was my team, bro. And I love some Larry Johnson, Staten Alwyn, Hunt, all that kind of stuff like that. Only thing about it is, and I hate to say, I didn't think I ever would say it, but I could because of the NBA. Zion is more explosive. Here we go. Here we go. We got the guests coming
Awesome.
on. We got the guests coming on. Bro. Hold on. Let's get her on here. Get Brooke on there. Oops. Let me see.
It's great.
Hi, how are you?
Moving things around. Let me see here. I'm trying to, let me put you right here, Brooke. I'm trying to get you situated. There we go. There we go. There we
Put
go.
in the
How
middle.
you doing? Hey, got cars over. We're gonna take you out for a car.
No, right.
We're gonna take.
She's more famous than me.
I know, right? We gotta have honor. How you doing, Brooke?
I'm great. How are you?
We're doing fine. Thank you for joining the Mark and Will show tonight. I'm Will. I'm anchored by Brandon Cosby. You know what I'm saying? The famous mayor of Louisville, 502, and we're and actually a Ballard alum. So glad to him out on here to help me interview you. And if y'all don't know who Brooke Gray is, something's wrong because right now, let me tell you, she strikeout queen in softball. She's the state
Same here.
champion. Was it 39-0? Took care of business. Actually, I've been corresponding back and forth with her, trying to get on the show. She's traveling ball, doing all kinds of stuff. So this is a very, very important night, and I'm so happy to have you on the show. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Nah, no problem at all. So we actually want to go ahead. We're gonna talk about your season and also talk about what you did growing up and all that kind of stuff. But right off the bat, how does it feel to go 39-0 and win the state championship for Ballard?
Oh, it's unreal. It honestly really hasn't kicked in yet. Like to some extent it has, but it's also like I to some like I won state. Like it seems just still crazy, and I know that the whole team still feels like that because we also talk about it, and my coach Alan definitely does. But it's just amazing that we were able to do it for him in the first place, and it hopefully it'll kick in soon. But it's an amazing feeling.
That right there. And let me ask you: are you a junior? Are you a junior?
Yes,
Okay.
I'll be a senior this coming fall.
So are y'all coming back fully intact, or like did y'all lose a lot of players? Like should we go ahead and say y'all state championship again? Champions. I mean, what's going on?
We're losing our catcher,
Okay.
but we do have another catcher that's amazing as well. But we have 8 of our starters coming back, which is super exciting.
Woo, woo.
And I know that we're all ready to get back into season and start it up again.
That Brooke, that's scary. What you just said is scary. So I mean, we ain't trying to say nothing to all these other softball teams out there, but I'm gonna tell you what. Uh, good luck with that, Brooke. As a former baseball player, youth baseball player, and a pitcher, and had to pitch a lot of games myself because my team didn't have no pitchers really. So let me ask you this: how many games did you was the starting pitcher?
I think it was 32. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was 32.
So you're
Ooh.
2-0. Wow, 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 wow.
A
Uh,
lot, a lot of ice going on that shoulder.
yeah. So how is that
Definitely.
though?
Every game.
Yeah. And so so after every game, you got to ice down all that kind of stuff because, and a lot of people like and to be real, like you're our first softball player that's on the show, so that's what makes really exciting. Besides your credentials and all that kind of stuff, and actually gets people who to learn a little bit more about softball. So is there any rule like because sometimes y'all play almost every day, so things like that. Is it was it the double headers you couldn't pitch or how was that? How's the rule as far as pitching?
There isn't really a rule as like how many innings you can pitch. It's just kind of like my coach, he knew my limits. So I rarely ever threw like 2 full 7 inning games a day. I had an amazing pitcher. She's a sophomore, Riley Carter. She
Okay.
would come in and pitch the second game, or she would start games in the regular season. She was great to have behind me, but I never really pitched two in a row. I would like pitch maybe one day and then the next day. But my coach Alan, he knew that I needed a break and I couldn't pitch every single game, so he was super understanding about that.
How hard was it to um, when you're undefeated and everybody's coming for you because you got that zero, you know what I'm saying? How hard, I mean, like, to maintain it? We already know this, the state finals and stuff like that, that's always going to be hard. But just to make sure everybody stay focused, how hard was that? Because not too many teams was able to accomplish what you guys did. I don't know if it was a team ever. It may be, I don't know. You can let us know. But how hard was that to achieve that goal? Or I ain't gonna say goal, to achieve that.
Um, Honestly, we didn't really. Our record was something that gave us motivation, but at the same time, we weren't really concerned about our record. We were more, let's win state. If we lost a game in season along the way, yeah, it would have sucked in the moment, but it's like you're not going to win them all. Which fortunately for us, we did, but we definitely were not looking to win every single game up until postseason. So we didn't really let it get to us. We didn't talk about it much in practice. Alan wouldn't really bring up being undefeated. He didn't put that pressure on us because at the end of the day, we were just worried about winning state and not the zero behind our record.
Now, first, let me say congratulations. It's an honor being a fellow Bruin myself. How did it feel? How did it just feel like just to pitch that last, get that last out? How did that feel?
Oh, it was like the biggest relief ever. It was as soon as I threw the last pitch and I saw her swinging, it was like I could breathe again. It was the entire game. I was so tense and my shoulders were so tight, but it was like in that moment, it just felt like every single worry that I've ever had was just gone, and it was just me and my catcher and my team, and it was one of probably the greatest feelings that I'll feel in my life. It was amazing.
Let me ask you this. So how was what was Ballard's record like? How was sophomore year? Let me do that. How was your sophomore year at Ballard? The team wise and you personally.
I think we were either 28 or 29-4.
Ooh, okay.
So it was we had a good season last year as well, but we lost our first round of state, which was devastating. But I think that gave us the motivation this year is knowing that we could have went farther last year, and it was just the motivation that got us through all of these state games. But we definitely had a good season last year, but I don't think anything can beat this season.
Yeah, and I just want a little background because on that. And so speaking of that, so let's get into the background of Brooke. So Brooke, um, how old when you first started playing sports, and what sports did you play?
I was either 4 or 5. I started playing t-ball up at we have like a recreational league a couple minutes from the house, and I played all the way up until now. I did play a season or so of soccer. I think 6th and 7th grade, but I ended up having a hip injury, so I kind of booted soccer out of the door because it wasn't worth it. But I've definitely softball going on from 4 or 5 to now, so it's been a while.
Wow, wow. So did so I know you were talking about from rec league. So did like, and I can't remember. Don't forgive me. I'm older. Um, Middle school, did they have softball teams?
Yes, I went to Cameron Middle School and I played my 6th and 7th there, and then I moved up to Ballard my 8th grade year. And
Oh,
I started as an outfielder my 8th grade year and then got moved into pitching. And that's when everything kind of started kicking into gear.
so outfielder, you gotta have an arm, baby. Throw that. So before you did outfield, like, was you did you do pitching at on the rec league or anything or like that? I mean, like, have you been pitching before, and all of a sudden they was like, "Hey, we need a pitcher." You like, "Hey, I can strike everybody out."
Yeah, I started pitching by accident actually in 8U. I think it was 8U.
Okay.
I was just jokingly warming up with my team, just doing arm circles, and one day my coach, she was just like, well, just get in there. I mean, there's nothing like, just go. So she put me in, and I didn't do bad. So it was like every day after that, I just started pitching and getting better and better. And then my 8th grade year, I was the JV pitcher for Ballard, and I started in the outfield. And then one day my coach was like, we just need you to just come in and get it done. So I started my first game and we won. And he was like, well, you have the potential, so we're just going to keep putting you out there. So
So, Brooke, like I said, I play a little league ball as a pitcher. How difficult, because you're not underhanded from the outfield. How difficult was that to transition to that?
um not very difficult. I had a lot of support behind me. One of our shortstop at the time, Allie Skaggs, she plays at Arizona now. She was so supportive. She never looked at me as like the little 8th grader. She saw me as someone that can be great, and so did everybody else on the team. So the support was amazing, and they that year I feel like shaped me to have the confidence that I have now. So it wasn't as hard as I was expecting because I've always loved pitching. Outfield was just kind of like something on the side. So getting the opportunity to start pitching as an 8th grader was huge.
You said something.
So question:
Go ahead, Brandon. Go ahead.
What's your current What's your current record right now? Like, what would your current record be from your 8th grade to now? What is that current record?
Oh, I don't know how many
That's a lot of games one right
games
there.
I lost eighth
That's a lot of
grade or
games,
one eighth
Will.
grade. I know. I think I lost 3 last year.
Okay.
So for sophomore year, it'd be 3 losses to probably 40 or 50 something wins. I'm not sure on 8th grade, but probably
So basic,
53.
so so basically, you got the chance to leave as Ballard as the all-time winningest pitcher.
Are,
Hopefully, yeah.
are, are you
I hope
already?
so. I'm not sure. I would have to talk to Alan about it, but hopefully. I did, which sucks is I missed out on my freshman season. So that would have also been nice to have those stats as well, but
Okay.
it's okay.
Let me ask you this: you hit something that is close to home to a lot of people as far as support. You say you got support. Can you explain? Not explain. Can you talk about your AAU experience or travel ball experience and how much your parents and family members are who help you with that? Like, explain travel ball because you think about it is you have a lot of youth to watch the show and try to pick up from you guys and maybe not know the ins and outs of travel ball and different stuff like that. Can you explain to the kiddos and or this? It could be a classmate that wants to know how I can get in that, get into travel ball and things like that. Can you explain to us your experience with that?
Yeah. It's you don't need to start as early as I did. I started in 8U playing like tournaments kind of in Kentucky and Indiana, which now I play all across the country. Like I just got back from Colorado a couple of days ago. It's just you have to I started on a team where we were all from Kentucky, so it was like the bond was just we hung out all the time and had like Christmas parties and all that. And now I play on a team where it's everybody from everywhere, so it's a little more difficult because I'm definitely a believer in you need to have a bond to win, and you need to know your team and know their strengths and their weaknesses. And it's definitely difficult if you're not all from the same place, but you can still get the job done. You just need to have that connection off the field if you can and talk to your teammates and get to know them. I definitely think if you are on a team like that where you're not from everywhere, put in the work outside of just showing up on the weekends. Because for like my Kentucky team, when I used to play for them, we practice once a week. And it's this team, we don't practice. We just kind of show up and play. And I can't have the mentality of just get out there and play. I also have to put the work in on the other days.
Right.
So it's a challenge, but I wouldn't change it. This my team at home right now, they're amazing and the exposure I've gotten is great. and I'm actually going to Cali with them in a couple days, so that'll be exciting. And I'm just excited to get back with them.
Straight baller.
So,
You are a
so
straight
question.
baller.
So question, Brooke. When you're not playing softball, when you're not throwing the ball, what are you doing? How are you just taking a woosah from softball?
Are you meaning like when I'm still in a game but not playing, or just no games in
No
general?
game.
Like what I do?
Nah, you just chilling. Like,
No.
okay, no softball today.
I definitely hang out with my friends a lot, or I like to go to Target, or just like go drive and go to Target. Um,
Are you driving the courts? Or are you just walking through Target?
Walking through Target, it's like it's therapy kind of like
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, Brooke,
I don't know. I just love
You gotta
Target,
get on the courts,
and then
Brooke.
my
You
friends. I
gotta get
definitely
on the
hang out
courts
with
and
my
race through
friends
the
a lot.
aisles.
Hey,
Nah, Brooke, you gotta get on them courts.
real quick. Um, you're crazy, Brandon. I'm just gonna say that, and I love it. But so I want to go back. So you had an unbelievable year, unbelievable, and Ballard as a whole had an unbelievable. How's recruiting going? I mean, because I know in the boys slash the baseball, you get recruited early, and you get recruited. High school come out and they can go and do different things like that. And I know it's different for the young ladies. But how's recruiting going? And I know it has like skyrocketed, and I know that pretty much like you said, you're doing a different travel. Your travel team is across, with different players, which to me I love that because especially when you get ready to go to college, you're not going to play with the same people from all same areas. So, how has recruiting picked up for you, or how is recruiting going for you?
It's definitely not what I was expecting.
Okay.
I was told like back in September 1st, that's when colleges can contact you, that I would get all these calls and I would have all this to pick from, and that just wasn't the case for me. I didn't get a call September 1st. So it was kind of disheartening, and I feel like that kind of fueled my fire coming into this season.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not the stereotypical 6 foot pitcher throwing high 60s. It's a lot difficult because I've had some colleges tell me that I'm not a fit for them because I'm not tall enough or I don't throw as hard as everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
That gives me motivation, but there is a lot of colleges that see me for the pitcher that I am, and they know that my potential and the fire that I have on the field. I actually just got home from a visit today with Austin P.
Okay.
They were great. They were a great school. I have a few other offers. I wouldn't say offers, but interests as well. So I'm just kind of going with the flow as of now, and just waiting for my home and waiting for a place that I really love to commit to.
Let me, Brandon, before you say something out, because I know we big on
Oh yeah.
we big on recruiting and all this kind of stuff. You keep on doing you. If someone wants to go ahead and make that mistake and not get you or offer you a scholarship to their university because of you're not 6 foot or you don't throw high 60s, it's their loss. You got another year. You're rocking and rolling. You're doing travel ball. You're doing all that kind of good stuff. Continue. Do not lose sight of what you're doing just because of them. Continue to do what you do, and you will definitely get where you need to be.
Thank you.
All right, Brooke. This is me now. I'm coming at you now. You going into your senior year. Who do you want to strike out? Like, what school, what young lady is standing at the plate like, yo, I want you. I'm giving you 90 miles an hour heat.
I think she's already done it.
It's that one rapper girl
There's a
that's
few
out there.
teams that I would like to play. Uh, there's some teams that have like doubted Ballard and said that we aren't as good as people make us out to be and that we're overrated. And I'm not gonna name the teams, just
No bulletin.
uh,
No
just
bulletin board.
because.
No
But
bulletin
they're.
board.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
I said no
I
bulletin
said
board.
no bulletin board. Yeah. She's humble.
Yeah, and that's good. That's good. Let me rephrase it like this. Let me do it this way. What are some of the teams? What are some of the teams that you have faced? And we can say last year, of course, last year. You know, we ain't gonna go through. You know what I'm saying? Last year's team, you're undefeated, you're champions, you took care of business. But what are some of the teams that you face, or a team that you faced that you thought, okay, this is a hard team to play, and it could be teams.
Definitely the regional championship against Mail.
Okay.
We were so pumped up and ready to play them all season, and the first couple innings for me were definitely not my best. So it was kind of it was the team showed a lot of perseverance that game. We were down, I think, 7-3 in the third or fourth inning, and we kind of all came together and we were like, we're not losing to Mail. We said it's not happening, and the team, we all kind of lit a fire under us and we got the job done. That was definitely probably one of the most difficult games. I'm trying to think of a few others.
Hey,
We
Brooke,
played Lafayette.
Brooke, you had to throw that in there, right? You know I'm a male grad. You just had to go ahead and do that, right? On the Mark and Will show, you had to go ahead and throw my Bulldogs, my Lady Bulldogs softball team. Hands off to Coach Kelsey, who filled in for the coach who left. Thank you. But hey, Mel lost to the champions. That's all it's about. But that's okay. Any other teams, Brooke? Since you trying to twist that fork in my back.
We had a difficult game against Lafayette. It was 1-0, I think, up until the sixth or seventh inning. That one was difficult. Our state championship game was difficult as well against Lexington Catholic because we had beat them, I think, 6-4 in the regular season, and we didn't come out obviously expecting that to be the same result again.
Right.
But it was, we had to barrel down and we had to get the job done. And that game was also one of the most stressful ones, not just because it was the state championship, but also because it was a 1-0 game at that point, or a 2-3 game, and it took the entire team to win that game, and it definitely paid off.
You know what?
How is it playing for Allen? I know because he was. I want to say Allen was there. I know he was there when I was there. How is it playing for him?
He's amazing. He is definitely a coach that I will thank for my success for the rest of my life. He would do anything for every single girl on that team. He just wants the best for you. He will not sugarcoat anything. He wants you to succeed and he wants you to be great, even if that means yelling at you in practice or sitting you a game or anything. He wants what's best for you and he will do whatever it takes to get there. But he is one of the most amazing people off the field as well. He does everything for anybody he can. He's an amazing person, and sometimes people talk him up to be loud or rude, and it's just not him. Clearly those people have just never played for him because he is an amazing coach, and he definitely has shaped me into the player that I am today.
So, Brooke, let me ask you. When we got the time before we get you off here, go ahead and brag about your teammates. Who's some of the teammates that rocked and rolled like you? Because 39-0, I mean, granted, you rocked and rolled on that mound, but I know you had some help, a lot of help. So, talk about your teammates.
They're amazing. They always have my back, whether it's defensively or offensively. There's not a single person on the starting nine that I ever thought couldn't get it done in a game. My outfield was phenomenal. My center fielder Emery, she's actually going to Kentucky. She's amazing, and left fielder Sydney and right fielder Eden, they're amazing as well. They always give it 110%. And my infield, they're amazing as well. We had a triple play in the state game, which turned around everything for us.
Yes,
And
yes.
if they're just they give it 110% as well. There's not a play that I don't think that they couldn't have made. They always give it. They dive. They talk. They talk me up, especially like if I'm having a not so good game. They come in the circle and they're like, Brooke, we know how good you are. We know you can get it done. And I do the same for them. If they're not having a good game at the plate, it's like, you know how good you are. You know that you're amazing and you know that you can get this done. And the bond that we have with all of us, it's just, I couldn't ask for a better team or better girls to play behind, because we're all best friends. Like, I spend more time with them than I do my own family during the season. And it's great to have a team that just comes together and we're all best friends, and we go out to eat and we hang out outside of softball, even though we see each other every day. So it's like, they're out of this world. I couldn't ask for a better defense behind me. They're great.
So, question, Brooke, has Allen ever mentioned some of those legends that came before you, that played before you? Has he ever talked about those? Because now you're in that conversation now.
He does. He talks about a couple past teams, and there's like a bunch of posters on the wall of all of them, and we've been joking with them recently. We're like, well, we need to be on the wall now. Like, this isn't fair. He does talk about past teams, but we definitely give him a hard time because we want to be on the wall in the barn.
So, Brooke, it's at the time of the show that we allowed you to have the floor so you can give thanks and praise to anybody you need to that has helped you get to where you are.
First, my parents. They're amazing. They support me no matter what. They take off work for 3 weeks at a time to come to tournaments with me, and they pushed me to be the person that I am today. And I couldn't ask for anything more of them. They're amazing and they're supportive, and they understand that I'm going to have bad days, and they're great. And then my pitching coach, Brittany Mockby, she's believed in me since I was a 13-year-old eighth grader. She has made me into the pitcher that I am today, and I couldn't imagine where I'd be without her support and her grit. Uh, the rest of my family, they come to every single game, always there, front row, supporting me. And then definitely Riley Carter, my pitcher behind me. She was amazing. She normally, if you have someone that's starting all these games over you, you're a little hard headed or jealous, but we're best friends off the field, and
Good.
she was so supportive, and she wanted what's best for me. She wants the world for me, and to have somebody, another pitcher especially like that, was everything I could ask for. Along with all my teams and my coaches, everybody is just, they've shaped me into the person I am today, and I couldn't ask for anybody better.
Before I wrap this up real quick, this because as a former pitcher to a superstar pitcher, do you know where your ERA is this past year?
At the end of the season, it was, I think, a 0.868, I believe.
Heck no. How many people you strike out this year? Do you know?
360 or 370, around there.
Hey, hey, shut it down, shut it down. Well, hey, first of all, y'all, if you do not know what she's just talking about, Google it, DM me. She shut you down. It's a wrap. First of all, hey, thank you because you have worked with me. We've been texting, DMing back and forth to make sure so we can get you on her. It has been a pleasure to have you on the Mark and Will show. I'm sure we'll touch base hopefully again next school year. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know it's around the corner, but next softball season, and I expect nothing but greatness to you. And we are so happy to have you on here. So thank you for joining the show today.
Thank you for having me. It was great.
Good luck. We'll talk to you a little later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Peace, Brooke. Thank you.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what, right there, that's what it's all about. We can't dive in.
Man, that's simple.
I'm trying to make sure this show. Hey, envision radio.com on Thursday. This got to drop, so I'm gonna go end this right now. And Brandon and I will talk a little bit later. But hey, this is what the Mark and Will show is about. Brooke, thank you. God bless. Peace out, y'all.
increase. Let's get it. Mark and Will, yeah, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah, yeah.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.